Welcome back. I want to talk about the things that I used to want to be whenever I grew up. Still growing up, still don't know what the age I'm doing. I'm just figuring it out as I go along, much like this video. One of the things that I wanted to be whenever I was little, you can ask, if you know my mom, you can ask her and she will probably tell you the story like 100,000 times better than I could ever tell you. But one of those things was I wanted to be a bird. I wanted to fly. I also wanted to be a ghost. I was convinced that I could be a bird, and I was convinced that I could be a ghost. And so I told my mom, and my mom crushed my little 4-year-old dreams and said, Candace, you can't be a bird. You're a human. And I cried and I cried and I didn't understand. You lied to me. You told me I could be whatever I wanted to be. You liar. Side note, who wants to see a picture of baby Candace? Look at this little chubby muffin. Look at those tender thighs and so cute and adorable. You just want to squish those little baby cheeks. I might be full of myself. I wanted to be a doctor. No, not just any doctor. I wanted to be a gynecologist. What 10-year-old wants to be a gynecologist? I don't think at the time that I really gave it much thought, but it sounded sure freaking amazing delivering those babies. Yeah, I actually pursued medical field. I mean, I don't know. It's not like you can really pursue things all that well when you're like small, but it was something that I was definitely interested in. I was taking the right classes whenever I got to high school and this and that, and I participated in an internship through the National Native American Youth Initiative, and went to Washington, D.C. and was there for quite a while actually, and just touring the National Institutes of Health and all these things. In doing that, I realized that medicine was not my forte. And so I decided to sort of abandon that notion and move on to other things. I wanted to be a lawyer, and this really excited my dad. Candace wants to be a lawyer. Let's find every article in the world that can convince her that going to law school is the way to go. Still to this day, he brings up things like such and such has a degree in music and they're a lawyer too. And, for a really long time, I mean, he was printing off like salaries and things to try and convince me. I think it really would have made him proud. I think that it really would have made him excited, and he would have had somebody to debate things with, and it would have made him happy. And my dad's proud of me, regardless of what I do. But it was something that I know would have really made his little heart glad to see his daughter be a lawyer. But it just didn't happen. Sorry, Dad. If you ask my husband, I could probably still be a lawyer, because he would say, I can argue with a brick wall. That's probably true. And the final thing that I wanted to be, from the time that, I can ever even remember, is I wanted to be a singer. I wanted so badly to be this just Ariel. I still want to be Ariel. I met Ariel at Disney World 2 years ago and was instantly turned into a 5-year-old, and I was like, it's Ariel. Oh my gosh. And it was the most awkward thing that has ever happened to me in my life, and that's saying something. We stood in line for 30 minutes because we thought we were getting on this ride, and it turns out that Ariel's Grotto is not a ride. It is a chance to meet Ariel. And so we stood in line forever, and we turned the corner, and there's Ariel, and all complaint went out the window, and I immediately was like, Ariel. And she's like, where did you swim from? And I said, Oklahoma. And she said, oh no, I heard there was bad weather down there. And I said, yeah. And we stared at each other for a while. And she said, okay, well, it was nice to meet you, Candace. Swim away. This is my life. Safe to say, I always wanted to be that hot ginger with a beautiful voice. That was like not cool. I am fortunate that I get to pursue music as a career now. Well, I'm in school for it. I think I'm a little hesitant to put myself out there, but it's definitely that confidence is being boosted, and I'm working on it. And so all of this is to say, if 5-year-old you was sitting in front of you saying, I want to be whatever, what would you tell that 5-year-old? Would you tell them, oh, sorry, better luck, kid? Or would you be like, you can be anything that you want? So where's the disconnect between saying that to 5-year-old self and saying that to 25-year-old self today? You can still be anything that you want. The dream in your heart that has always been in your heart can become a reality. If it doesn't scare you a little bit, then it's not right. Going to grad school, pursuing music, not just in school, but also in church or in life as a career, singing in front of people, is a little bit scary, but I love it. I absolutely love it, and I wouldn't have it any other way. And I challenge you to do the same for yourself. Not that you have to be a musician, but to do one thing that scares you, to do one thing that's a little bit terrifying, because I can promise you that it's going to push you in the right direction. I can promise you that it's going to fulfill everything that you need inside of yourself. Even if you fail and you fall in front of millions of people, who cares? You did it. So, yeah, my challenge is to do something that scares you. Whether that's music, whether that's cleaning your house. I'm not really sure how to end this, so I'm just going to include a clip of me singing. Look at this stuff, isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the girl who has everything? Look at this trove, treasures untold. How many wonders can one cavern hold? Looking around, who do you think? Sure, she's got everything.